All right, everybody. Welcome. This is another episode of Tacos in Europa, another extra episode. I am Jorge.
My name is Edgar.
And I guess we're liking these new episodes because we keep doing one every week now. It's becoming a likely occurrence. But we have a very interesting topic today, don't we, Ike?
Yeah, we're talking about the championships, like
Exactly.
all the silverware that Mexicans can bring home.
Which is a lot. We have a lot of players in contention to win titles, to win cups, to win leagues, to win big.
Not only in contention, likely to win.
Likely. So we might have a good amount of winners this season, which is looking very interesting. So let's get to it. Let's start talking about it. And let's start off with the cups, the league cups. So, Inke, first we have the Coppa Italia in Italy, obviously, with an interesting contender here. It is not how you think it is. It's not how you think it is.
The unlikeliest of contenders.
Unlikely. It's not Chucky's Napoli. It's not Memo Salernitana. It's Johan Vázquez Cremonese, the one in last place.
The one that has only won one game
in the league.
Season in the league.
Because in the cup, they're here. They're in the semifinal.
And not only in the semifinals, but they eliminated Napoli.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good they are in the cup.
Napoli and Roma.
And Roma. They're really good in the cup. I don't know how.
I don't know what's happening to them, but they're in the semifinal versus Fiorentina. If they were to win here, they go against one of Inter, the Milan, or Juventus in the final, which is looking interesting right now. So we'll see how far the luck goes this season, with the Copa. Also, in here we have a cup in Greece in contention. We have Orbelin Pineda, obviously, in AEK Athens in the semifinal versus Olympiacos. They already played the first leg. They're winning 3-0. The second leg is soon to come.
Yeah, and if they won this tie, that it's very likely they will only have to win against either PAOK or Lamia.
Yeah,
so are not bad teams, but Olympiacos is way harder.
Exactly.
So this will be a really winnable cup for Athens, which
Athens
will be really good.
They've been really good this season in the league. They've beaten both these teams already, so not the cup is different, but it's a good thing to know.
Yeah, but let's get Mexican here.
Yeah, let's get even more Mexican than the Mexican league. We have the KNVB Becker, which is the cup in the Netherlands.
Yeah, it's the best country to see Mexican football, even more than Mexico.
And, hey, that's the way, man. They're gonna come look for us. Be careful. We have Santiago Jimenez with Feyenoord against Ajax in the semifinal, and then on the other side we have PSV Eric Gutierrez versus SV Spakenburg, which most likely they should be able to win this match.
Yeah, since Spakenburg is from the second division, so they shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah,
they are in the semifinals.
Many things have happened. PSV has done some weird things this season, but it looks like a lock. It looks like a lock to go to the final.
There's gonna be surely a Mexican has to win that cup.
Yeah, we have Feyenoord, we have Santiago Jimenez, which we didn't mention, and Ajax has Edson Alvarez and Jorge Sanchez, for those that aren't aware of that yet.
Well, the bench has Jorge Sanchez.
Hey, man, come on. But he gets a couple minutes. The winner of these cups usually gets a nice either straight road or an easy road to get to the Europa League. So that's the prize that they're playing for in these cups. But Inke, there's also an even bigger cup. There's even better competitions out there that are tournament style. We have the UEFA Europa League and the UEFA Champions League, Inke, that also have two teams with Mexican in them, one each.
Yeah. In the Europa League, we have Feyenoord that's going to get a revenge against Roma, which were the team that took them out of the Conference League final.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a big match. And then even if they were to beat Mourinho's Roma, they will have to play against either Juve, Sporting, Man United, Sevilla, Leverkusen, and USG from Belgium.
This is looking like
Yeah,
like
it's like
a Champions League group stage or something.
yeah, those all are Champions League players. It's really tough.
It's looking intense. I think there's no more easy games for Feyenoord. Not that they
Yeah.
had many in this Europa League, but the Champions League, okay, the good one, the beautiful one, the one that everybody sees, that they stop everything they're doing every week to watch it. It's gonna be Napoli with Chucky Lozano in the semifinal against Milan.
Yeah, and they have like a very winnable bracket because not only have they beaten Milan multiple times this season, but now they have to, if they were to win against Milan, they will have to beat either Inter or Benfica, which, let's be fair,
Come on,
Inter is very beatable. But
Yeah.
Benfica, it's a really good team. They're having a dream season.
but still beatable.
It's still, they have a path to the final. Because on the other side of the bracket, there's only 10.
Yeah. So it was good that they won on that side, because I'm going to read these names to you, and then you guys are going to tell us if they're lucky or not. So we got Real Madrid versus Chelsea, and we have Bayern versus Manchester City to go to the final. Which one of these is going to go? We'll see. But
It's
it's
gonna be
looking like
great.
it's looking like Napoli's going to have to face one of these four intense, insane teams. Whatever the final is, if Napoli makes it, it's going to be a good one.
No, hopefully they make it. But
Mhm.
again, of all the Italians on the other side, Benfica is actually the one to beat on the other side.
Okay,
Like,
well,
Napoli, Benfica are my favorites. There.
we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens in that one. But all these cups, all the finals that are looking that are going to be set up look good. I think they're all going to be interesting to watch. If you guys don't have a way to see them, find them somewhere. But you have to see every single one of these finals to see if how many Mexicans can lift these trophies. But ENG, we also have the leagues that are in contention. We have all these players that can lift that trophy and call themselves the champions of their country. So let's start off with the Pro League in Belgium, which is a disaster.
The one you love, really love.
It's my favorite one. You know, I'm on here every week trying to see how I do something to these attackers. But it's a very confusing league because they have a playoff after the regular season. The top four teams are going to go out to play a little playoff game between themselves. And the winners are going to get either a Champions League qualifying spot or a Conference League qualifying spot. And right now, Genk are the first place of this. And there's 4 match days left to start the playoff.
Yeah, they're on top right now because they have a really strong beginning of the season. But after they sold their striker, their star striker,
Yeah.
which is still on the top 3 like goal scorers of the league, they're having a tough time. But still, Genk is on the cusp of winning the league. The playoff are about to start. Still, I think it's gonna be tough, but they could do it.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for them, at least odds wise. But anything can happen still. There's still a lot to play. But we also have Spain, which we're not going to see a Mexican lift this trophy, but we do have Betis in 5th place, who are playing for something very important, which is a Champions League spot.
Yeah, right now they're in 5th place, like 3 points behind Real Sociedad that is in 4th place, but 4 points above Villarreal. Atletico Madrid is like 6 points ahead, but I think they're not gonna stop. Atletico Madrid is fantastic right now. I think they're actually the best team in this moment on Spain.
Wow.
I think Betis has a shot to reach the champions, and they should, because that's a lot of money on just classifying to the Champions League.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to play against Villarreal and against Real Sociedad. So if they can beat both of them, they could actually get
those
really
are
far.
Those are the two teams that are right next to them in the table. So it's going to be very, very big games for them to play. And who knows, I think there's a good chance that we'll be able to see Andres Guardado in the Champions League next season. We'll have to keep trying to see what happens there. The Super League. Okay, not the one you're thinking about, not the one from Florentino Perez. We're in Greece now.
The better one.
Exactly. We're in Greece now, Inke, and we have AEK Athens with Aurelien Pineda in 2nd place. Their playoff already started. The top 6 teams are going to play 2 times against each other for 2 Champions League qualifying spots and 3, I believe, Conference League qualifying spots. So
yeah,
they're assured a spot in a European competition.
Yeah, the playoff, it's already on.
Yeah.
And they just tied against Panathinaikos, and it's gonna be great this season, because the 6 teams that are on top are really in good shape. So Olympiacos and PAOK, I think it's gonna be tough games for Athens.
Yeah, so it's still, anything can still happen. They can still lift the trophy. It's gonna be hard, but it can still happen here in Serie A in Italy. Okay, we have, I think, the one that most people know about, the one that's most likely, the one that's everything but like official. It's gonna be Napoli with Chucky Lozano in first place, ready to lift the trophy. They got it in their hands. They can feel it. They can feel it.
Yeah, they're 19 points clear from Lazio. That it's in second place. Even though Juventus could technically get those 15 points that they lost back, it's whole thing. But it's Napoli's season to lose. It will be catastrophic. It will have to be like I don't know. All their players will need to get injured at the same time.
It had to be some freak accident for this to happen. It's looking like it's gonna happen, and I think out of everything, this is the most likely one to see. Yeah. It's pretty much assured at this point.
Yeah, and Napolis, the city is gonna burn.
Yeah,
they're gonna celebrate.
They're gonna paint Osimhen right next to Maradona mural in the city. It's gonna be amazing. But now we have Eredivisie, which is the most Mexican out of all of these leagues. We have 4 Mexicans in here, like we already talked about it with the Cups.
Not only 4 Mexicans playing for the champion.
Playing for the champion, in contention. And we didn't really talk about this in the Spanish version, but Feyenoord is playing to win everything. They got the league, they got the cup, and they got the Europa League. So they're out here. They're performing, man. They're performing.
And they have a shot, actually. Europa League is looking really tough.
It's hard, but it's a chance.
Cup and the league especially looks like not a walk in the park, but really doable, because the last 11 games look really winnable.
Yeah,
like they don't have tough opponents. Now, if you look at Ajax, they have to beat PSV, AZ Alkmaar, Twente, Sparta. No, I don't remember Sparta or Utrecht. But still, they have to beat the like 5 of the top 7.
It's a crazy schedule. Really it's a crazy schedule for them. So right now we have Feyenoord in first, Ajax in second, PSV in third. And again, I think it's looking here like a Mexican is going to lift this trophy. So most likely, hopefully, we're able to see that. I think PSV is the one that's in most danger to get out of the top 3.
Yeah, they could even lose the spot to Alkmaar, because they're really close. But it's going to be really great to see these last 2 months.
Well, now, a conversation that I don't think we were going to have, we just figured it out, but the 3rd division of Spain also has a little bit of nuggets for us of information. So we have...
little taquitos.
Little taquitos, exactly. That's the word, exactly. Not nuggets, little taquitos. We have Barcelona Athletic, which is coached by none other than Rafael Marquez, who has them in 5th place of this table. They're in the playoff, ready to go fight that promotion, which I don't believe they will get promoted because of technicalities of the A and B team.
Yeah, the same with Real Sociedad, that is in 3rd place.
Yeah, who has Jonathan Gomez as well, and they're both tied with 48 points. There's 9 games left, 9 match days remaining, and man, my respect goes out to Rafa Marquez, who also has Julian Araujo, who hasn't played. He's also in this team.
Yeah,
but no, Rafa Marquez has these people playing great football.
Yeah, they're even in 5th place, but they're 1 point behind of the 2nd place, so they could actually get promoted automatically, because the 1st place is only 5 points ahead. So it will happen.
So Inka, we also have Serie B, the 2nd division of Italy. We have here an important situation. We have Genoa, who is the team that loaned out Johan Vazquez, the other owner of his contract. They're in 2nd place of this league with 11 match days to go, pretty much set to go promoted into the 1st division of Italy.
Yeah, they're not only on 2nd place with only 6 points of difference against the 1st place, but they actually the one in better form. They have won the most matches of the last 5, And I believe they're going to get back to Serie A.
Yeah.
Hopefully, since Cremonese is just like dropping strongly, they could just like Johan Vazquez be like, see you guys, and just head back to Genoa.
Which is another important piece because, so Johan Vazquez and Cremonese is pretty much set to get relegated. That's another part of this episode. We're going to talk about the players that are in a fight to not get relegated. Cremonese is not even in a fight. I think they're just waiting to get told that they're just
they're just playing dead on the floor,
just waiting for the bell to ring and not get knocked out. And I think as soon as that happens, he's gonna go straight through Genoa and stay in Serie A. So it's pretty much a win-win for him. He's just getting experience right now.
Yeah, but also on Serie A, Ochoa's team is just 8 points ahead of the 80th place on Serie A, and sure, they're been in better form since they fired the coach the second time because the first one didn't take, and it could be dicey if they don't win a couple of games.
Yeah, I think in my opinion they've been doing pretty okay. So I see them as relatively safe, but not all the way. But we'll have to keep seeing what happens in the situation. In Spain, we also have La Liga, which we have Betis up there doing their thing. But also we have Sevilla and Espanyol on the border of getting relegated. They're
really close
and 2 points away from that relegation spot. And then Elche is another important team because they have Jesus Hernandez in the reserve team playing really well. So if they do get relegated, most likely you'll see some playing time in that second division with the main team.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. But Espanyol and Sevilla, that would suck. That would be terrible.
Yeah, Espanyol especially because they were playing better than this. I mean, we knew Sevilla was sucking really good, really strong, but come on, Sevilla can't be relegated. It's one of the 5 biggest teams on Spain.
That would be extremely, extremely sad to see. Hopefully they can both stay up, and then Elche, I hope they go down. Not to.
I hope Elche gets the opportunity to play Jesus Hernandez.
That's a better. See,
I'm going to say it like that.
You're a better guy than me. You're a better guy. In the second division of Spain, now we talk about it. We also have Real Oviedo with Marcelo Flores and Sporting with Jordan Carrillo, who are also 4 points and 5 points away from that relegation spot. So again, it's looking a little dicey. You don't want to go into third division. You don't want to see, Mexicans that far down into the non-professional tiers of the league. So
I mean, Real Oviedo, it will be really sad, especially because, again, these 2 teams were just bought by Mexican enterprises.
Yes.
But Sporting is one of the only teams that have never, in 84 years, been relegated from the professional league.
Which is 1 and 2.
It will be terrible for them. Honestly terrible.
Yeah, so we're hoping everything goes well here in all these leagues. We also have the Ekstraklasa in Polonia with Legnica, who has Santiago Naveda, who was playing relatively well, before he got benched and wasn't getting in the game.
Breaking a couple of legs.
Yeah, but this is just love taps, Just love taps. Así se llama la gente, bro. And then Mies Legnica, they have 19 points around last place. It's looking like they're going to get relegated. It's not looking good for them. But he's on loan. I'm sure he'll go back to America as soon as it's over.
Hopefully, he can stay in Europe. I would like to see him either in Belgium or... Alkmaar doesn't have Mexicans in there, and at least they could get him.
It would be nice. He wasn't in a bad team. I don't know how much exposure he has. And he was benched for that second half of the season.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
That's weird.
We'll see. Everything can happen. Also, the last one we're going to talk about, none other than the Premier League, who is in a very weird situation.
It's brutal.
They have whatever's happening at the top, which everyone knows about, but at the bottom, from the 12th to the 20th team, are fighting relegation. The 12th.
4 points. 4 points.
4 points.
Southampton has 23 on the 20th. And Crystal Palace has 27 on the 12th. It's going to be a bloodbath down there.
It's intense. And in that bloodbath, in the middle of that table is Wolves. And
I mean, they're not in the middle, in the top. They're just like trying to claw out of it.
To me, it's like they're all going to be fighting till the last match day. There are 10 match days left in here. Wolverhampton has seen better days, as we all have known. And man, hopefully they can stay up there, man, because they're a very nice team to watch. They're a very respectable team, and hopefully, I don't know how much longer Raul Jimenez is going to be there, but it will still be nice to keep Wolves in the Premier League.
If I have to guess, I will bet like it's months.
Oh man. Well, we'll see. We'll have to see about that one. But I think that's all we have for right now. But that's it. The question is to you guys. What do you guys think is the most valuable out of all these wins that we could get? You know, going back to a positive note, we have that Champions League in Napoli. We have a possible trouble with Feyenoord. We have, I don't know, maybe you have more of a, you give more credit to coaching. So maybe seeing Rafa Marquez do good with Barcelona matters more to you. So we want to see what you guys think. What is the most important thing that can happen with all of these trophies? What is the most important trophy that the players can win? So let us know in the comments, and we'll review all your answers. Thank you guys for listening. This is all we have for today. I am Jorge.
My name is Edgar.
Have a good one. Have a good weekend. Thank you guys for listening. See you next week.
Watch more football.
Watch more football.